Okay, the drama I wanted to cover today is the drama with Corridor. And if you don't know who Corridor is, they're this team of like I think VFX artists who do really fucking cool videos, right? Um but recently they came out with this rock paper scissors anime. Um and at first glance it looks pretty cool, right? Everyone's like, "Hey, this looks pretty sick, honestly." Um and you can see here there's a pretty positive reception to it, but the problem with this is that it's powered, you can see right here, AI. So what they did is they rotoscoped themselves over a like with AI to create anime. And let's all be honest here. Let's be real honest here. It's a little rough around the edges. And I think we can all agree AI in all isn't bad. Like AI can do good things for us. You know, like for example, video game AI. I don't think everybody in the fucking world hates video game AI. But specifically this is not great because you can see in their marketing for it, they say, "Did we just change animation forever?"
Wouldn't it be cool if you could film yourself
After they
turn into
basically stole this. And basically they had their AI learn from ooh, Jesus, that's loud. From this anime called Vampire Hunter Blood D Bloodlust. Which, let's all be honest, that's kind of just stealing. Right? That's high key just stealing the it. And I think that's what most people have an issue with, right? Is the fact that they're kind of stealing this. And you can see, like, right here, the comparison between the original. And honestly, they could have just used VFX on the original and they didn't have to use AI animation, but they did. And let's talk about this. I don't think anyone has a problem with AI being used to like help people. You know, like for example, Joel Haver. He uses rotoscoping in his videos, but the difference between Joel Haver's videos, if you look,
yeah, it's the guy.
what he does is he animates a frame by himself, and then he uses an AI to rotoscope the entire video with that one frame of animation, and then fixes it up. The difference between this and what Joel Haver is doing and this whole rock paper scissors anime is he is using his own art as input for the AI. He is doing this by himself. This is it's not stealing somebody else's work and using an AI to like take that and then use it for their own purposes. He's using his own art that he made himself, inputting it into the AI and rotoscoping with it. Because the biggest problem that I've seen that people have with AI art isn't the fact that it's going to take people's jobs, right? I think most people are afraid that AI will take people's jobs, but I don't think many people foresee that happening anytime soon. The big problem that people have with this is the fact that they're stealing other people's animation, right? Even if they credit the anime that made it or the people that made it, they're still taking it without the permission of the people that made it and using it to create their own product, which, for example, Japanese animators are overworked as fuck and underpaid as fuck, and I think everybody knows that. And you're basically just taking what massive amounts of work those Japanese animators put into this project and just fucking worked blood, sweat, and tears into, and you're just creating this with it with AI. which I feel like really undervalues the work that goes into animation and how much people put effort into it, because you're just stealing what they made and telling an AI to just repeat that, which I think is really a really fucking bad thing to do, and I don't think we should be supporting this, right? And the main defense is like, people are like, oh, don't listen to the haters, this is great technology. And don't get me wrong, this is cool technology, but the way they're using it is not okay, right? And I think the animation, like, I feel like if they wanted to do something like this, they have the money and resources to just hire animators. They could have hired somebody to rotoscope this instead of using AI. They could have hired a team of 4 or 5. Their 6 million subscriber YouTube channel with an entire team. Actually, their main YouTube channel is actually even more, 9 million subscribers with 3 different YouTube channels. They definitely had enough money to at least hire 1 or 2 animators to work on this project, to help them do this project for this short, right? I feel like they should have just done that instead of using AI, because this severely undervalues what work goes into animation. And I get it, they put a lot of effort into this video, but that doesn't change the fact that they stole a lot of art for this. Frames upon frames of animation that people put a lot of fucking work into. And even if you credit them, that's the same as me going on Twitter, tracing somebody's drawing, and then going, oh, credit to the artist that I traced from. That's not the point. You know, you're still tracing somebody's drawing, right? And we've got some takes like, anyways, fuck Corridor Crew, this is disgusting, and how they justify themselves is incredibly gross. This may be a really aggressive take that they have here, but I think it's reasonable. I feel like for someone like this person, a 2D and 3D artist and animator, they have a right to be mad at this. I think it's gross to try and justify this, because it's incredibly rude to these animators who pour their soul into this art form that takes years upon years to master. And again, they just stole, right? And then we have more level-headed takes that aren't as emotional, but still bring up the good point. And again, the last take was aggressive, but I still think it had a good point. But Rubber Ross, if you don't know who Rubber Ross is, a great content. But I respected you guys a lot, but I'll be real, judging by the industry professionals in the replies, you're gonna need a first aid kit for the animators react of this. Genuinely though, if you want a good follow-up video, get the team behind something like Castlevania and sit down and listen to what they have to say. Because I think one thing they didn't do here is they didn't have a team of animators like that they consulted about this. Because you could talk to one artist and you'll realize that nobody fucking wants this. Nobody likes the stealing of art for AI purposes. Most people think AI is alright. Most people don't really care about AI, right? Like, AI taking our jobs is a different problem, I think, for the most part, that people are afraid of, right? But I think this is a different... They're not trying to say, oh, this shouldn't be used because AI is going to take our jobs. Because we're quite a few years away from AI being able to master the level of animation that a human can. And I feel like that's a bridge we'll cross when we get there. The problem, again, stealing art without permission, or even if it's credited, just taking that art that people poured in their soul into, especially from a industry like the anime industry. I feel like that's really fucked up. So Rubber Ross has a really good take here. I feel like if they consulted animators, they would have told them this is not a good idea. And like, there's people talking about how just watch the Vampire Hunter D. which I think, yeah, go do that. If instead of like watching and supporting this, just go watch the original source material. Just go watch what they stole from to support those who were taken from, and just go watch that instead. But yeah, I just wanted to quickly cover that. I think it's pretty fucked up what they did. I feel like, should we make sure Corridor Digital as an entire company goes down in flames? No, I genuinely don't think that. But I think they should, instead of defend this AI art, they should just be like, hey, we fucked up, and move on. Because I feel like that's what most people just want. Like, and if you choose not to support Corridor Digital as a YouTube channel, that's fine. But I feel like what most people just want in this situation is literally just them to apologize, take down the video, or take down all the marketing, because a lot of their marketing is like, we just changed animation. No, you didn't. And you're just supporting more spread of AI art, which I feel like most people don't fucking want. So I think, in all, this is a really shitty thing that they did, and they should just take it down. And to the people, this isn't like Joel Haver. Joel Haver is using the tool with his own art. I think that there's a difference. He's not stealing art from others. He's using the tool probably the way it was intended. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about that real quickly with y'all.
Check it.